Hello! The purpose of this video is to demonstrate the way to use a natural scale indicator, sometimes called a map scale indicator, to help calculate the scale of a map from a bar graph that appears on the map. If you want to get a plastic natural scale indicator like the one I'm using, go to either the Map and Geospatial Information Roundtable website or the Western Association of Map Libraries website, and they'll have the address where you can order one. When you are cataloging a map, or even just using one, you'll need to know the scale if it's available. The natural scale indicator makes this easier when all you have is a bar graph to work with. The first step is to determine what the unit of measurement is that is being used on the map. You'll want to use the corresponding section on the natural scale indicator. The four corresponding units of measurement are statute mile, 1 kilometer, 1,000 feet, and 1 degree of latitude. Place the baseline, which is the line that runs all the way across the top, so that it lines up with the 0 point on the bar graph. Make sure that you've got the appropriate unit of measure from the indicator aligned with the bar graph. Here I'm looking at a map with a bar graph showing 1 mile. So I'm using the mile section on the natural scale indicator. Now I just go to where the 1 mile mark is on the bar graph and we have our scale. It's about 1 to 63,360. Now that was easy, wasn't it? Unfortunately, sometimes the bar graph doesn't match the unit of measurement exactly. You'll start out the same way. Here the bar graph is in miles, but there is no 1 mile mark, so I'll be using the 100-mile mark instead. Once I get the reading from the natural scale indicator, I'll have to multiply the result by 100 so that I'll have the correct scale. The 100-mile mark comes in at about 50,000 on the natural scale indicator, so we multiply this by 100 to get our scale of about 1 to 5 million. Remember also to pay attention to the label on the natural scale indicator about the length of unit to measure from: 1 degree of latitude, 1,000 feet, 1 kilometer, and 1 mile, because you may need to make an adjusted calculation just as we did with the 100-mile mark. You can always practice with maps that have both a bar graph and a stated scale shown, either as representative fractions, for example 1 to 63,360, or as verbal scales, 1 inch equals 1 mile. Thanks for watching.